Spirituality is anything that helps you realize you're a part of a reality beyond your material self, and that your confines are only temporary and sensual. That our senses are not defining factors in us, but limiting factors. They cannot see in and of themselves beyond the immediate material state we are in. We are all at once part of the first, of course, first dimension, second dimension, third dimension. We can see that easily. But we also exist in the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension, and beyond. We exist in many different dimensions all at once. It is all about realizing this, seeing this through spiritual practice. Seeing that just because somebody is in one space in a three-dimensional world, as we usually understand the world, that just because there is distance between them does not mean that there is not a connection in the fourth dimension that links those two people. Quantum entanglement, when it comes down to a particle that was associated with one particle on one side of the universe, and then on the opposite side of the universe, whatever happens to this particle that is entangled with the other, whatever happens to one will happen with the other. Think of the soul as a quantumly entangled bit of the source that affects all other souls, but not just materially, not just on this plane. We think that everyone's actions don't necessarily influence everyone in the third dimensional world. But since all of our souls are quantumly entangled to a certain degree, every single action that you take, that I take, affects everyone else. Here we get to the point of karma, and why it's so important for karma to teach us, to understand the reality of dharma, the moral code that is the fabric of reality. Through karma, we are shown that any bad action, any negative action, any selfish action that we take has an effect on other people, and being punished for that mistake, to whatever degree that mistake was, is how karma teaches us to be kind to other souls, because we are all connected. We are all quantumly entangled, and I don't just mean everybody on Earth. I mean everybody throughout this universe and the universes beyond, pocket dimensions even. Everything is a part of the same thing, and it is only the illusion of time that makes us think that we are separate. Time and space rely on each other to create the illusion that we find ourselves in, the material existence we find ourselves in. It is all an illusion. When we think about the Big Bang, everything expanding beyond a single small point, everything expanding very quickly. And many scientists now believing that everything, like a rubber band going out, is coming back in. And we don't know how many Big Bangs there have been. But the reason we have had so many, and I think that we've had so many in my own personal opinion, the reason why these Big Bangs keep on happening is that this universe, in particular, you can call it Midgard, you can call it whatever you want, this universe in particular is a canvas upon which we learn about soul. We learn about what we truly are. We learn about our connection to each other. And the universe itself does not have the answers that we seek. It is only a canvas upon which we live. So it'll keep on Big Bang after Big Bang, keep on expanding, retracting, expanding, retracting over billions and billions and billions and trillions of years and trillions of years, once we get into how many Big Bangs there has been and how many and the times when everything is retracted into a single point. But we start to realize that if we understand these things, we start to realize that there is purpose beyond this universe that is encouraging us to learn based on the experiences that we have here. In response to karma, in response to dharma, our willingness to learn, our unwillingness to learn. And the increasing sense for a spiritual person that everything is a part of the same material that is soul. And it is only material, time and space, that makes us think otherwise, that encourages our delusion, so that we can learn with the idea that we are separate, so that every single soul can find its way home, and the grander story, the grander experience is enjoyed. Now, this is a very Hindu understanding in some parts, but I think that this can apply to everyone's spiritual and religious understanding. If you are very liberal with your doctrines, if you're very pinpointed as far as taking everything literally, that's where religion becomes very dogmatic and separate. Spirituality is where we are united as one whole. You can call it Vedantic, you can call it whatever you want, but spirituality is where people find unification of humanity. So, spirituality is... What is spirituality? It is anything that encourages our realization of a higher reality beyond the confines of this material reality. A higher reality can be accessed through understanding, through awareness. And it is pushing forward through spiritual practices, through research, through understanding, through contemplation, through meditation, that we reach those higher levels of awareness of our true connection to all things that doesn't seem apparent when we are born. It is something that we have to choose to learn. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been interesting. This has been a video about what is spirituality. I added a lot of scientific theory there without explaining those scientific theories all the way through, and I added a lot of Hindu thoughts there, and of course I didn't talk about reincarnation, but I hinted at it heavily because this canvas will exist again and again, and our souls will exist tied to a material plane again and again until we reach a certain level of awareness to where there is no consciousness of division, but a realization of oneness. I hope all of y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it at all, if you thought it was interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon account right over there, www.patreon.com/darkrealist, capital D, capital R. I greatly appreciate anyone who wants to donate $1 a month for a little extra content. Anyway, all of y'all, have a great day.